You might already know that using no-code platforms to develop apps is a lot easier and faster than using the more traditional development method that involves coding, right? But maybe you don't know how much easier and faster it is. So in this video, we're gonna do a very practical comparison. So to do this comparison, I had to build the same app using each method of development. For the no-code method, I used a platform called Adalo. For the coding method, I used a framework called Flutter. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put them side by side here on the screen, accelerated, while I comment about what is happening on each of them. Both methods start by creating the project, and that's what we are doing right now. And with the project created in both, we can start to develop the app. In no-code, we are already creating the screen visually, and that's kind of redundant because that's how no-code works, right? But in code, you can see we have nothing visual yet. And to develop the app, we must create files and type a lot of stuff, a lot of code that computer will interpret to generate the app later on. You can see there's nothing visual there. So if you don't know what to type, you can't create the app. You have to know what to type. Back to no-code, we are already creating the database. So you get everything in one place. Something that with coding, we'll have to integrate with a backend, a server, or a cloud. In code, I barely began to develop the home screen, and it looks nothing like what we gotta build yet. It's just a blank page for now. And you're gonna see it's actually turning into a black page with nothing to be shown. And back to no code, we already have the screen completely built visually, and we are now configuring the actions, database updates, and all that behind the scenes stuff. And we also have login and sign up as well. That just comes with the creation of the project by default, using Adalo at least. Meanwhile, coding is lagging behind. We still have nothing to show except from a blank screen. And I'm typing a lot of code there to create the components on the screen, but nothing changed yet. With code, we still have a lot to do. And with no code, it's done within less than 5 minutes. Real time, at least. You're seeing accelerated, obviously, but that was less than 5 minutes. With code, we still have a lot to do. We haven't even finished the home screen. We still have to create the welcome, the sign up, and the login screen. We also have to integrate an external database from Firebase or AWS, for example. I kept going with code for 20 minutes when the home screen was finished. But I knew there was still so much to do that I just quit because it was enough for a comparison and there was no other reason to keep going. I estimate that it would have taken me 4 hours to develop the whole app using code. Now let's use the calculator here to see in numbers how much faster it was to develop the same app using no code versus code. And like I said, it took me 20 minutes to develop the home screen, just the home screen of the app using code. And it took me 5 minutes to develop the whole app using no code, a no code platform called Adalo. So it's not gonna be a fair comparison for now, but let's just do that for the sake of it. So we have 20 minutes to develop the app using code divided by the amount of time in minutes that it took to develop the app using no code. And we have that no code was 4 times faster to develop the same app. But like I said, it's not a fair comparison. So I should compare the amount of time that it would take me to create the whole app using code versus no code. And I estimate that it would take me 4 hours to develop the app using code, like I said previously. So let's just use that number now, and that would be 4 hours times 60 to have the amount of minutes it would take me to develop the app using code. And we can divide that by the amount of time it took to develop the app using no code, which was 5 minutes. And we have that no code was actually 48 times faster to develop the same app. This is obviously gonna vary, but to say that it is 48 times faster to build an app with no code may sound so impossible to some people that I usually say no code is just 10 times faster. Just 10 times. Now, of course, both development methods have their places. No code is not replacing code, There are scenarios in which you're going to be better off using code, and there are scenarios in which you're going to be better off using no code. So talking about that, leave in the comments, when do you think it's better to use no code and when do you think it's better to use code? If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next ones.